was near it, but I don't think he was in it. That'll put us under caution for the fourth time today at lap 160.
There you see that left front right there, broke it on Alex Bowman's car.
I think he's done for the day.
Yeah, it looks like he's broken in every corner there. All four wheels look to have had contact.
I don't think it was his doing either. Started in front of him.
So Van Gisbergen will be the first car that ended up involved. He's way on the left corner of the screen.
And watch him. Starts right in front of this pack, gets sideways, getting into the corner. Around, they start checking up to try to avoid him and got collected. Alex Bowman nowhere to go, right in his lap. Just came right out from underneath of him, didn't he, Kev?
And we saw the same thing out of Christopher Bell's car. I mean, you know, when we heard the drivers and see Bell go by right there, heard the drivers talking about what they felt, and they're just talking about the cars being light on their feet. And now that traction compound is starting to wear out, you see that with Shane's car, just slides right out from underneath him. Very similar, just a different spot to the 20 car of Christopher Bell's spin.
Track narrows up quickly when one car gets completely sideways, doesn't it? Caution flag number 4 when Shane Van Gisbergen spins, collecting 3 others in turn 4.
My taxi.
Go.
Kyle Larson just rockets out there on that restart. Great launch for that 5 car. Chase Briscoe battling Josh Berry there for second. Makes it work again in that top lane.
Bubba Wallace moves up for 5th. He's been really good on restarts today.
See Ryan Blaney making that top lane work right now. 3 wide, Clint.
Got several 3 wides with Riley Herbst getting used up a bit and moving toward the back of the pack.
And that started clear back the lap before off of 2.
Right here, he rockets.
Really
look at Blaney.
Here.
The way his car turns right there in turn 3, coming down 3 right there.
Ty Gibbs and Austin Cindric getting kind of physical there too, right behind the group we're seeing. You're riding on board Gibbs. Inside of Cindric into turn number 3, where the 2 goes way wide.
You were in the car then?
Yeah, it was fine. Just, frustrating day. Really struggled with our Ally 48 Chevy. Thought we were okay in practice, and then obviously qualified bad, and then just really struggled with the handling today. So, bummer. Hate that we didn't get a chance to work on it, make it better, and finish the race. But kind of outside of our control. When you run that bad, stuff can happen, and it's going to happen to us. So, move on to Kansas. Another should be good racetrack for us. This one should have been too, but it's the way it works out sometimes. We'll go try again next week.
Glad to see you're back.
Thanks.
Denny Hamlin, fastest car on the racetrack, going after Chase Briscoe here for 3rd place.
Yeah, and we're seeing cars that, like Denny Hamlin's, come and go, right? Denny Hamlin, he was 3 or 4 spots back. I don't know how many laps ago, but now he's steadily just worked his way forward over this last period of the race.
He and Josh Berry, 16-16 on the last lap. That's a 10th faster than leader Kyle Larson.
To your point, looking back through the field and watching these cars and watching the leaderboard, this is another one, Kevin. It's really come on strong and holding strong on a long run. The 6 car, Keselowski.
Well, we talk about it every week. The weakness for this car is qualifying. Brad knows his way around. They always seem to have great race pace, but it takes them all day to get themselves in a position to be in a spot to where they can contend in the top 10, but they spend the first 2 stages getting there.
He's a 1/10.5 to 2/10 faster than most of the 4 or 5 cars in front of him. Larry, what do you got?
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk on a lot of different radios about Denny Hamlin, this 11 car, because he was one of the first ones a number of laps ago to really move to the top in 1 and 2. And they've been saying, if you're going to run the top, you got to get in the top. You can't be down in the middle. You got to be up in that black. That's what Denny's been doing.
All right, Kyle Larson, he's got a battle on his hand right here. He's trying to lap Austin Dillon and Michael McDowell, and neither one are going to go quietly this close to the end of the stage. And by the way, he's got Blaney right up his bumper.
Yeah, you've got 10 laps left in this stage, so you want to do everything that you can to not be the lucky dog, because when you're the lucky dog, you line up at the tail end of everybody, and so it puts you vulnerable to be a lap down. So if you can keep yourself on this lead lap, you can line up in front of the lap cars, you can line up in front of all the penalty cars, give yourself a better chance of not going a lap down again.
There's some guys begging for this stage to be over with.
Yeah.
They are really slipping, sliding around.
Austin Dillon, Michael McDowell, Kyle Busch, and Ricky Stenhouse are the cars just in front of the leader trying to stay on the lead lap.
Yeah, and you see Austin Dillon up the racetrack right there. That was a great corner for him. But you heard the spotters talking about moving up the racetrack high enough to be at the top of that black, which is where you want to be, especially through 1 and 2. The bumps get smoother through the middle of the corner. You go around the bump on the exit of the corner, so a lot of times you got to get high enough to go around those bumps on that end of the track.
All right, business is picked up. That white and green number 7, Daniel Suarez. He's trying to get his lap back from Kyle Larson.
He ain't gonna do it. Looks like he's got a good chance to.
And that's the difference on those laps, right? He didn't pit. He lap pitted
look
on
who's there. Blaney's right there.
147.
Look, they're holding up Larson.
Whereas everybody else is 131.
Yeah,
That's the
Blaney's there
difference
now.
right there. Still got some goodie in those tires.